This game is designed to teach dogs how to think for themselves and designed to teach owners how to not offer too much assistance. Let your dog think about it. They are going to get it right. Start with 2 bowls. Both bowls are empty. One is on either side of you. And only when the dog makes a motion towards the other bowl will you give a yes and put the treat down. So you're kind of turned into this Skinner box where you only move and put a treat in the bowl after the dog has chosen to move. After some time, you can add an obstacle. Here I've put a cone between us. A trash can work. Anything at all can work. But I have an obstacle between us, and now I will only treat him. I will only put a treat in the bowl after he walks around the cone. So keep an eye on our mechanics here. Louie is barking at me. This is part of the process. He sat, he laid down, he's barking. This is thinking. He's thinking through it. So notice here, okay, so I am getting some extra treats in my hand. He walks to that bowl. I put a treat down. The only help I offer here is that I am looking where I want him to go. There's no treat in that bowl until Louie walks around the cone. Then I move to put the treat in the bowl. He is essentially, through behavior, pushing me into putting a treat in the bowl. So his behavior drives the reward rather than the reward driving his behavior. This is a long-term game. I would recommend doing it for your dog's meal because you will be playing. I know this video is actually, I think, 7 minutes long, but it can take up to 20 minutes. But in the future, you can have your cone pretty far away. They will be running back and forth while you just get to sit there. So all this thinking, his little bow, his barking, and then he gets it right. So he does start to go towards somebody, but we have a saying here at Sled and Breakfast. We pay happy accidents. As he was looking at someone else, it drove him around that cone, so I got to say yes to him. Very good. One way is easier for him than the other. One doesn't require nearly as much thinking time, and that's normal. Dogs are left or right, quote unquote, handed, same way as people. And so moving in one direction is easier than moving in another direction. What a good boy. We start to slowly, inch by inch, push this cone away from us, building that distance. Anytime Louie cuts between me and the cone, there will be no treat given. He has to go around the cone. Again, the only assistance I'm really offering is looking at where I want him to go. In a moment, if I push that cone too far and he cuts in between twice, then I will offer the assistance of moving the cone a little closer to me so he cuts here. I do believe he cuts here too. Yes. So I decide we moved it too far. And I move it closer to me. And he gets it right. Again, a happy accident there. Okay, that. So now we're in a really good groove. Louie is moving around the cone fluidly, back and forth. There's just some happy barks in there, I think. So I decide to push the cone back out, see if he can get it right at a distance, and he does. What a good job. I let him have another successful repetition at that distance. He does really good. One more successful repetition at that distance, and I push it out a little further. I think now we're back at the distance that he cut through the last time. And I'm essentially going to, I'm asking him essentially, can you figure it out? Do you make the same mistake? And he's giving his best. He's thinking. That distance has once again confused him. There he goes. He got it. So he stood there barking longer than he had because he saw that the cone was at the same distance that he wasn't getting paid, and he was working it out. He was thinking, what do I have to do here? What do I have to do to get this treat? And now he's got the hang of it at that distance as well. Another cut through, but I go ahead and see if he'll go the other direction. Yes, he does. Very good. And now I just want to make sure he can go back at that distance around the cone versus cutting through. And Louie is so smart, he figured it out. He has figured out quickly that cutting through is no food, going around is food. He is a very smart boy.